Good morning. Everyone's asking what they need. You must be getting used to me by now because you always need something, right? Today, all you're going to need is a shopping bag or a scarf. If you have a nice floaty scarf, but these are, I think everybody has one of these. So that's what you're going to need today. And everything can be done in seated and standing. So if you, we are going to have standing options today. So you can, I'm just going to move this down a little bit. Kelsey is going to do the adaptation for the chair if you want to hold. And I have Jackie here who is going to do the seated version. So we're very lucky to have, these are third year CMU students. If you've done Saturday classes, you might recognize Jackie. She's on the Saturday classes. Does everything sound okay? Thumbs up. You can hear me all right? Thank you. Thank you. I know we're all trying to find the camera, aren't we? To give our thumbs up. Fantastic. We've got a few minutes here. Just one, really. All right.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone. Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm not complaining, but just wondering about yoga. Let's see, what did she say? Oh yeah, we're doing yoga. We're going to be working on some balance things along with yoga moves. So don't worry, we are definitely going to be doing yoga. No high intensity training here. So hopefully you'll recognize some of the yoga. Is this going to take me out of the whole thing or is that just chat? All right, let's see. I'm going to back up just a little bit. And we're so lucky to have everybody here. I'm going to give just one more. Oh, it is 10 o'clock according to my schedule. So today we are going to warm up. Again, you can warm up in standing. You can warm up in sitting. No, we're going to do everything in sitting today for warm up. So we're going to start out with just some general range of motion and getting our bodies warmed up for working on some standing and balance today. So we're going to start in sitting, sitting on the edge of that chair, making sure that you're not staying back and supported. A nice wide base of support here. So as far, we're going to work on some hip range of motion. And we're just going to begin with some forward motion and then opening up just nice and easy and pushing forward, really feeling that stretch in the hips. And we're going to do quite a few repetitions just to get moving. We look so nice and in sync this morning. Not feeling really in sync yet, but opening those hands. Let's just stay here a moment and stretch those hips. I can really feel that and come on back. Opening, squeezing those shoulder blades here. You see that we're all at a little bit different angle, whatever works for you. You want your hands below those shoulders. Let's add some breathing in here. So we're going to breathe in here. So in, hold it and breathe out. Nice and deep in through those noses and out. Just a few more here and in. You should be looking, if you can, at where the ceiling, I'm going to breathe out, where the ceiling and the wall meet. In. You don't have to be staring completely above you. That's a lot of stress on that neck. Very nice. Good. Okay, let's kind of shake that out and just, you can kind of windshield wiper your hips a little bit. I'm actually a little bit sore from what we did on Wednesday. I don't know if anybody else was. All right, back to that wide support. We're going to come down on that right elbow And again, if depending on your flexibility level, you might have your hand here, you might have your hand here, or if you're really flexible, you can have your hand down at your ankle. So I'm going to be at my, we'll make Kelsey really move. She's flexible. I'm going to be at my elbow. I'm going to reach up, and we're just going to hold this here. Try a deep breath and feel that side body stretch. And breathe out. As you breathe out, how about you look at your toe? And as you breathe in, look at your hand. And breathing out, look at your toe, a little bit of neck range of motion here. And up at your hand, a few more here. And down at your toe. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides. I'm coming down on my left elbow. We're going to reach up. Again, feeling that stretch in those hips and side body. Just taking a few deep breaths here, really feeling those rib cage separate. So deep breath in, looking at your hand. Deep breath out, looking at your toes. Deep breath in, that hand. Deep breath out, looking at those toes. One more deep breath in. I really feel it in that side body. Deep breath out, looking at those toes. Good. Very nice. All right, we're going to do kind of a modified twist here. We're going to go back down on that elbow. And I think on Wednesday we did this as an activity. And we're going to go down, reaching as far as you can, and then we're going to twist and open toward the back. Come on down and open those hands and hold this. Use that elbow on that knee to help you twist. And back down. Let's try 2 more of these. Really reach. And if this is tough on your shoulder, you can just do your elbow. That's okay too. And back down. And one more up. I love this one. And back to that center. Good. We're going to come back down on that other elbow. Let's repeat that again. It may be that you're here. If you can get really down far, that's great. And we're going to reach and twist. Use your eyes. Use that hand on your elbow to push back. Look at that hand and come down. This is really about taking your time. You can try to breathe in here. And then breathe out. And then breathe in. And breathe out. And one more in. And breathe out. Let's go ahead and put those 3 together. Okay, just 3 together. So the 3 that we did is we did a forward and an open. Then we came down on our elbow and we reached to the center, other side, reach, come back up, down. We're going to twist, foot and up, come back up, and foot and up. Let's do that flow again. Forward, nice and easy, open. Down on the right elbow, down, reach, down, reach, and down, ankle, twist up, down, ankle, twist up. Ooh, I think I'm getting more motion here. Let's try that one more time. And push forward. And lift that chest. Very good. Down on that elbow. Sorry, look up. Center. Down on that elbow, reach up. Back to center. Down on that elbow, foot to ceiling. Center. Down on that elbow, foot to ceiling. Let's give that one more try. People are getting it. That's good. Here we go. Push forward. And open. Elbow. Push up. Center. Elbow. Push up. Elbow. Foot. Twist back. I love that one. Center. Elbow. Foot. Push up. Very nice. I hope you feel, whew, that got our heart rates going a little bit. So we're going to move into options for standing. So I'm going to stand. Kelsey's going to stand and Jackie's going to stay seated. And we're going to give you some options for foot placement. So we're going to start off with some sun salutations. And so we're going to have that nice base of support. You want to kind of spread those toes if you can. And for this, we don't want our knees locked. We always want what we call a little bit of a athletic stance that activates more muscles. So we are going to start with some sun salutations where we're going to sweep up, breathing in, coming down to the center. And notice my hands are wide. Breathing in, looking to where the floor and the ceiling meet, and down. I'm going to exaggerate my knee bend a little bit. Come up. Breathe out. Up again. Really open those hands. Breathe out. In. And out. 3 more of these. In, bend those knees, keep them active. 2, looking at the ceiling where the floor meets. 1 more here. In, open those hands, be very deliberate. Okay. We're going to keep with that sun salutation, but this time we're going to come up, and as we come down, we're going to bring that left hand forward and back hand, the right hand behind. And then we're going to come back up. So we're adding this twist. So sun salutation, left hand stays forward, right hand comes back and up and back down. Sun salutation, up, left hand stays forward, right hand is behind, and I'm looking at that back hand because we want to twist up and back down. Let's try 2 more of these. Sun salutation, up. Hands open, left hand is forward, right hand is behind you. Up. Down. 1 more. Up. Of course, we have to do that other side next. Left hand forward, right hand back, twist. Up and down. Okay, you can shake that a little bit. We're going to have to do that other side. We want to stay balanced. So sun salutation, this time the right hand is going to stay forward. So up, looking up and breathing in, and twist. Right hand is forward. Left hand is back up and down. Open. Right hand is forward, left hand is back, look behind, breathe out. Up. Oh, sorry, my sun salutation, up. Right hand is forward, left hand back. Make sure you're moving your eyes. And down. A few more here. Open wide. Right hand forward, left hand behind. Look with your eyes. back up, down. Let's do 2 more here. Open, right hand forward, back, left hand back, up, down. 1 more here. Open. I feel myself getting very warm. Right hand forward, hands up and down. Okay, we're going to add some flow to that. So now we're going to do 1 sun salutation, come down, 2nd sun salutation, left hand forward and up and down, sun salutation, right, up and down. So we'll do a center and then left hand forward and then a right hand forward for that twist. So we'll do a couple of those flows. I really like these. It helps with really working on coordination. So here we go. Open wide, looking at that ceiling and down, open wide, left hand comes forward and twist, up, back to center, open wide, right forward and twist, come up and center. Let's try that flow again. Open and down, open, right hand forward, sorry, left hand forward, twist and up and down, open, right hand forward and twist. And if you are good yogis, you probably already know how to add that breath. So this last couple, let's try to add that breath. We're going to open, in and out. Open in, left hand forward, twist out. In and down. Open in, right hand forward, twist out. Breathe in and down. Let's try one more time. And in, open, out, in, left hand forward, twist out. In, out, open in, right hand forward, twist out, in, and out. Very nice. That flow is a great memory and cognition. All right, now I'm going to give you some suggestions. We're going to keep working on opening for extension, and you've got a couple choices with foot placement. So this is a little bit of balance, adding that in. So you can keep your feet wide if that works for you. We want a little bit of a challenge. You can bring your legs in a stride position. So either left forward or right forward, it doesn't matter because we'll do both sides. Or if you want a little bit, you can do what we call that kickstand, where just my toes are, I mostly have my weight on one leg, but my toes are there for a little bit of stability. So wherever you are with your challenge, we want you to work a little bit, but we want you safe. Kelsey's going to hold on to the chair and Jacqueline is going to do the seated version. So we're going to come up and do half angel and up, half angel. And notice that I am coming down a little bit further. Up, half angel, come on down as your elbows come down. A little bit of quad work here. In, elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades, come down. In, and pull down. In, and pull down. Can you get more weight on that front leg? Get these last couple down, in. I'm a physical therapist. I got to give you some leg strength here. Good. Okay, let's work that out. We're going to switch legs. So I'm going to put my other foot forward and I'm going to work on that kickstand position. So you're still wide. And we're going to go back to that half angel. So if you can work on squatting, we're going to come up, half angel down, up, half angel down, in, angel down, in. More weight on that front leg if you can, and down. Go nice and slow. You may not be able to go down as far. In and down. I feel it in my quads a little bit. In and down. Good. All right. We're going to add a twist to that. So we're going to go back to that other leg that was in front. So if you had one leg that was in front, switch that back up again. This time, as we come up, when we do our half angel, we're now twisting to the left. Okay, so we're going to add that twist in there. If you like warrior, I don't think that's warrior. I'm not good with my yoga terms. I like a couple of them, but this half angel, we're going to twist. Now, when you twist, that's going to cause you to feel a little unsteady. So this is where the balance comes in. The farther you twist, the more likely you are to fall backwards. So you're really going to need to use that left leg. So keep it bent and keep it active. If you go narrower, that's more of a balance challenge. If you go wider, you're more stable. So whatever, we want a little bit of a challenge, but we want you safe. So stagger those feet however you want. I'm going to go a little bit narrower because I need work on that. And we're going to come up, twist half angel to the left, and come up, down and up, twist half angel. Notice I'm bending my knees both ways, up and back down, up. I'm pushing through that back toe and down and back down, pushing up and twist to the left, elbows at your side. This is a real stretch for that chest, and up, back down. If you want more of a challenge, come up so you're pushing through that back leg and twist left. Woo, I'm going to lose my balance. That was a good one for me. And up, let's do one more here. Come down, push up, and twist, and up. Good. All right, we're going to switch that now. Right leg forward, or your opposite leg forward that you were working on. Back leg forward. I kind of, again, have that kickstand position where my toes are up a little bit. That helps me to really push, or you can have them flat. And when we go up, you can push through that toe. So I'll kind of stand it up diagonal here. Okay. And you can watch Jackie. She's doing the twisting as well. So we're going to come up, twisting right. Stay steady here. And up. Okay, come down and push up. Twist right. I actually feel that in the hip, and up and down. Bend those knees. Let's work on those quad strengths a little bit. Twist right, breathe out. In and down. Really push through that back leg. Twist half angel. And up, down, up, twist half angel. A few more here. We're getting better. I can see some really good motion. Down, up, twist half angel, down, up. One more here, push up. Twist, steady here, up and down. Very nice. Good. All right, we're going to use a sundial move. A sundial, that is where one hand is going to be helping the other arm. So we're going to work a little bit more on trunk range of motion and a little bit of balance if you want to. Again, your choice of foot placement. If you need to be really steady, you can use the chair or keep your feet nice and wide. If you're looking for a little bit more balance work, you can put one foot in front of the other and we will switch those. Or again, you can use that kickstand position. So for the sundial, stand way back here so you can see. So what we're going to have is overhead, my right hand is going to grab my left. Just going to move that up just a little bit. I think that's a little, okay, all right. So bringing that hand up, I'm going to be in my kickstand position. My right hand is grabbing my left wrist. And we're going to go, just as a warm up, we're going to go over to the left. Deep breath in here. Feel that stretch and back to the middle. And again, pull, hold that balance. Can you stay on that one leg more? Deep breath here. And really let that stretch. Good. Bring that down. Let's switch sides. So you can switch feet here, arms up. The left hand now grabs that right wrist. Keep that hand open. And we're going to tilt to that left side. Take a deep breath here. Let those ribs really open. Again, deep breath. Breathe into it. See if you can't do it. That side body stretch a little bit more. And relax. Now we're going to take that sundial for its use. A sundial was used to help us tell time in the old days, right? And so now we're going to take it and we're going to do a clock motion for that stretch. So we're going to start with my right hand on my left wrist. So my right hand grabs my left wrist. We're going to start and push forward to 12. And come back. Now we're going to go to 3, 3. And up. Now we're going back to 6. So it's a little bit of a twist. Up and over, bending that back elbow. And up. Now we're going to switch hands. Switch. We have to finish that back to 6. So 6, looking over the left side. And center. And to number 9 on that clock. And center. And back to 12. And center. Let's try that again. Switch. Right hand grabs left wrist. Let's go to 12. And up. And if you want this more balanced, you can try that stacked position. And 3. And up. All right, we're at 6 now. So 6 is that twist, bend that back elbow a little bit. And press up, switch hands. Left now grabs right. We're back to 6 on that clock. Back. And open. Or up. And 9. And center. And 12. And back up. Let's relax those shoulders a little bit. We'll do that one more time through. That's a lot of shoulder work. Remember, you should not be having any kind of sharp pain. Lower that sundial if you need to, because you're still getting stretches even if you're not overhead. All right, let's go back. I'm going to try this really one-legged. We'll see how I do here. I'm going to stay on my left foot. That's my better one. And I'm going to try to really just use my one leg. So we're going to start out, right hand grabs left wrist, and we're going to push it forward and up. And to the number 3, I lost it there, 3. And up, not very good at this one. And twist to 6. This is challenging. And up, switch hands, switch legs if you're doing 1. Left hand grabs right wrist, back to 6. And forward, and 9. And forward, or upright, and 12. Forward. Whoo! Very nice, very nice. So work out those arms a little bit. And give yourself a little bit of a hug. That was a lot of shoulder work and a lot of stretching through that torso, which is very, very important. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and you can grab your grocery bag. Grab that grocery bag. We're at 10:30. Okay. Now, the grocery bag, you want it so that it's fluffy, so that it's going to be able and open so you can catch air. Okay, we want these to float gently. So if you were to throw it up, does it seem to float versus if it was if it was all crinkled up? So open that up. Just kind of throw it in the air. What we want to try to do is grab the handles, open it, and try to let the air get underneath it. So using those handles. All right. So what we're going to do here, the balance piece of this, there's 2 things that happen here, is that we're going to just work on our sun salutations. So take your bag and see if you have a loop here and put that in your hand. And we're going to, as we do our sun salutation, come up and we're almost going to throw it up, grab it, and bring it down. So just practice that. And then you'll take your loop again, sun salutation, throw it up, cross your arms, grab it with that same hand. Okay. And if it's easier for you just to throw it up and not worry about the loop. Okay. So throwing it up with the right, coming up on, see that one didn't go very well. Throwing it up with the right, grabbing it with the right. Now, how this can become a balance is that number 1, it doesn't fill with air and it goes faster. So you have to grab it before it hits the floor. Or I'm going to change this so you can see my feet. You can change your foot position. So this is all about balance, not intensity. So if you're here and that challenger balance, you can hold on to a chair as well and just do one-handed. You can bring those feet more close together. You could keep them really close together. That'll challenge it. Or in kind of a tandem position. So you decide. I'm going to go tandem. And let's try a couple of those. I'm going to step forward so I don't hit these girls in the head here. So again, up, throw that up. If you can come up on your tippy toes when you throw it. So just right hand right now. And if you have to take a step to get it, I don't care. That's beautiful. Up. And the nice thing about this is the bag doesn't go the same place. Woo, every time. It's a little bit different. So you're reacting. Good. I think people have got this. Good. Only the right hand, because it's going to get harder here in just a minute. Anybody got one leg? I don't think I could do it one-legged. If I throw it with my right. Woo! That's a tough one. Okay. Let's switch to that left hand. So if you're going to use your left hand, your left foot would be forward. And again, we're going to sun salutation up. Throw it high. The higher you throw it, the more vigorous. that movement is, and you might have to take a step, and that's okay. So up. Oh, and sometimes it goes on your other side of the body. So this is great for balance. So I want to see those bags as high as you can get them. Sometimes we do good, sometimes we don't. I want to see them as high. It's a really nice cue. Can you get that ceiling? That was a beautiful one. I wish you could see how high mine is going, not that one. Woo, and you should feel like maybe you're sweating a little bit. Woo. Couple more here. You guys are really getting this down well. But if you have to take a step or balance, that's okay. Good. Okay, let's relax those arms a little bit. So now we're going to work on some hand coordination. So instead of just throwing with one hand and catching, so throw it with right, catch it with right, now you're going to transfer it. So you're going to throw it with the right, catch with the left. Throw with the right, catch with the left. And we're looking for large arm movements. So that open sun salutation, open right hand, catch with left. And sometimes I've got to cross my body. Open, throw left, right, catch with left. Open, I'm going to switch my feet here. Open, right, catch with left. Don't let it touch the ground, but if it does, no big deal. Woo, I can feel my breath. Might feel like your heart rate's getting up, really focus on large. Whoop, that was terrible. Large motion. A few more here. Anybody else get more? Yeah. I think I'm sweating. Oh, and then it went behind me. That's okay. And how about one more? One good one. I see a lot of your bags are going out of your screens. That's awesome. All right. Of course, we've got to switch that now. I don't know how many southpaws we have. So left hand, it becomes a little bit harder to use my left hand. So we're going to switch feet. My left foot is forward. Now we're going to throw with the left. Obviously, much worse for me. Catch with the right. Throw. That was a good one. Get it floating in that air. Up and down. Up. Anybody trying this one-legged out there? And if you have to step, that's beautiful. I don't care if you have to step and if you lose your balance. Left hand throws, right hand catches. Maybe you start on 2 feet and when you throw, you go to 1 foot and then catch it. So up on 1 foot and then I catch it. If you're with the chair, you can do that really easily. Moving on that chair, go 1 and then land. If you're seated, I want to see you really reaching left and right. There's a lot of work that can be done in that chair. A couple more here. Woo. Down. Up. I don't know about you, but my heart rate's getting up. Good. Let's relax those shoulders a bit. Relax those shoulders. So in the beginning of today, not only did we work on salutations up and down, but we also worked on the twist. So we're going to add that to the bag as well. So now if you think about, it doesn't matter how you have your feet, if you want them closer together for a balance challenge. Now we're going to throw the bag in the air with the right. So we throw it with the right, twist and catch it with the left. So now we're twisting. So throw with that right, twist, almost that warrior position, and together. So throw with the right, step and twist, and back, or you can stay in place. Throw with the right, step and twist wherever that bag happens to be, and back. Throw with the right, take a step, twist, warrior, and back. Throw with the right, take that step, and back. If you really want a challenge, throw it so you have to step. So throw with the right out in front of you, step and grab it, and come back. Let's try a few more of those with the right. So throw it with the right. That's okay. Throw it forward with the right. Challenge yourself a little bit farther forward. Let's try two more. Throw with the right. Step and back. One more. Make this a really high, good one. Throw. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was a real stretch. Good. You might feel your heart rate going up with this. Anytime we really actively involve the arms like that and intention with exercise, our heart rates go up. So that's okay. Your heart rate can get up with yoga. Mindy said it was okay. All right. Okay. All right. We have to do that left side. So again, this is a little more challenging for some of us because I'm not a lefty. So what you would do is you would throw with your left. So throw out there, twist, step, and grab that with your right. So throw it out there, step with the right foot and the right arm and grab that. Throw with the left, step, and come back. Throw it out there. Make yourself have to step. Throw it back. And it all depends on what challenge you want. Use that chair if you need to. It can be in front of you or the chair could be on the side. Throw with the left, reach, grab that bag. Throw with, whoop, that was a bad one. Throw with the left. Don't watch me so much. There we go. Throw with that left. Make that baggy puffy, keep going. Let's try 4 or 5 here. Step and back. Throw with that left. There we go. Throw, that's 3. And back. Throw and back. Oh, that was a bad one for me. Throw with that left. I think we got one more here. I'm going to do another. Really make this one. Make yourself reach. Oh, it's going to be a good one. All right. Woo. So there's a lot of value in a little silly shopping bag. So let's go ahead. We'll take some deep breaths. I do feel my heart rate up a little bit. Whew. And we're going to work on some hand work here. So we're going to work on taking that bag. And I would encourage you, this is not a high intensity, high movement, but just to help you get your heart rate down, go to a position where you feel like you're working on your balance a little bit. So whether it's a single leg, whether it's feet together, whether it's that kickstand position or a stride position. So you find your challenge. Where do you want your feet? And what we're going to be doing, I'm going to try this single leg or kickstand. You're just going to be taking your bag and you're going to be trying to work those fingers and squishing that bag. Get it wrapped as small as you can. So standing, can you get on that one leg? Can you just hover? Maybe a little bit. Good. Now you've got to open that bag. And this is cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. No doing that. Somebody who's smart figured that out. Open that bag and try to, okay, we maybe can do that a little bit. See if you can open it. You might need to hold an edge, but really open it with those fingers. All right, once you have it open, let's try that again. This is great finger dexterity work. Really exaggerate. Grab as much of that as you can and get that as small as you can. Good. Now open it Use those fingers to try to, this is great dexterity work. Probably not what you think you'd find in a yoga class, but find that, maybe a little shake. I'll let you do that. Try to stay on that one leg. Good. All right, shake it out. Let's try one more time here. See if you can get on that one leg. I'm going to try even maybe a tree pose. Those of you who know your yoga, maybe I'll try a tree pose. You can hold on to one hand. You can do it overhead. Ooh, that's tough, not being able to see it. Good, and open. The opening, I think, that's extra tough, I think. Because you have to almost hold it with one set of fingers, right? And open it. But if your hands are feeling really rigid, this is a great activity. All right, I'm going to switch sides. I felt that in my forearms. Maybe you did too. All right, I'm going to go back. So get that nice and let's try that left hand. Don't know about you. I'm very uncoordinated in my left hand. And I got air trapped in there. You can see that. That's not good. So it makes it a little bit tougher. Can you tell the difference between your left and right hand? Or maybe the side that bothers you most with Parkinson's, maybe that's more difficult for you. Good. And I'm going to try to open that. We'll do this 3 times. Challenge your balance a little bit. This is almost open. Need a little bit there. All right, go back, push it. Who's got one leg here? Anybody? I'm not doing very well. Kelsey's got it. Jackie's got it. Good. I feel my forearm getting tired. You might feel that. Okay, open. Get that bag nice and wide again. Who thought a bag could be so innovative, huh? I'd like to take credit for that, but it wasn't my idea. All right, and squeeze one more time. Gather that bag in. I'm really feeling the fatigue. Maybe you are too. In the forearm, especially because I don't use my hand that way on that other side. And if this is your side that is most affected by Parkinson's, this can be really tough. Good, and open. Kelsey's cheating over there.
At the end.
Just at the end. All right. It does get tougher to open that bag, more challenging. What I'm doing inside the bag is something like this. You see that? So that's what I'm trying to do and really explode those fingers, just like we do our body. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and set those down. Let's just stretch out those forearms a little bit. Let me see where we are with time.
10:47.
10:47. Beautiful. Perfect timing. So we're just going to, and you can do this in seated and standing. I'm going to take a stride position again. And let's just go ahead. We're going to open those hands. And if you want to bring them gently, extend those fingers back. You should feel that on the bottom of your forearm here. Should feel good. And then you can drop them. And this is the one where you probably feel it the most, which is on the top of your forearm. You can get a little more stretch if you want to bend those fingers. That'll stretch that just a little bit more. Let's go back up. Hold that stretch, keep it out. You can do that down here. You can even do it overhead if you really want a little bit more of a shoulder stretch. And bring that down. Good. Let's try that other hand. So I'm just going to turn so you can see that. So I did my left hand first, but whatever hand you're at, push that forward, bring those fingers back gently, no pain, just a stretch. Again, you probably will feel this on the bottom of your forearm. Taking those deep breaths, bringing that heart rate down a little bit. And here. The top of the forearm might be where you feel it. If you want more of a stretch, bend those fingers. So you can kind of see, I was here, now I'm bending. Might feel a little bit more of a stretch there. Relax that one more time, hold down. Bring those fingers up if you want. It can be pretty intense sensation. Good. Kind of work your fingers gently here and act with your elbows at your side. Let's just curl. You can have your hands open. You can have them just as a relaxed position. Let's rotate those wrists out. And go the opposite direction. We're going to go back to our sun salutation while we're rotating our wrists. So this becomes a challenge. So as you move up, can you keep those wrists moving? I think we kind of look like, what is that dance? Flamingo, or from India, Bali, Indian. And then come back down, switch the reverse of the circles as you come down. A lot of times your rigidity will increase in your arms when you're trying to do both wrist and hand motions. So you might notice maybe this is tougher because I'm asking you, let's do that one more time. I'm asking you to rotate your wrists as you're moving your shoulders. You could think of it as a lasso too, if you want to. Bringing those up, you might feel that, wow, that's a little bit tougher. It's more coordination, requires more coordination. To move the wrist and to move the shoulders at the same time. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to seated. We're going to go ahead and, thanks, Kelsey, and cool this down. Just going to bring this down just a little bit. We're going to go back to the beginning. So the move, so I'm going to test memory, both mine and yours. We're going to go back to the moves that we started with. So if anyone, I can't hear you, but you could shout out or show me what was the very first warm-up move that we did today. I think somebody's got it. Yeah. So this forward and open. Well done. I've kind of cheated because I have some of my things written down. So you did a good job with that. And open. Let's add the breath now. So in and open. One more, in and open. I hope you're feeling that this is a little bit easier. That's why I always like to go back to things that we did in the beginning. Sorry, Jackie. We're going to go down on that elbow, reach up, back to center, opposite side. Inhale in. And out, in. Hopefully these are feeling a little bit easier. Out, in, out. One more each side. In, out, in. Nice and easy. Out. Let's go back to that twist. Remember that was elbow down. Where were we? At the foot. So we're just going to stay here for 5. Down. Let's go up 1. Nice and easy. And breathe out 2. In. Here's 3. Nice and easy. 4. One more here. 5. I feel like I see more range of motion in those video rooms there. Good. Come on up. Let's switch sides. Come down on that elbow. We're going down to that foot. And up. Twist. Again, you can lead with your elbow if you want to, and it can just be your elbow if that's more comfortable. Down, breathe out, breathe in. 3. Lots of ways to adapt this. Down and 4, breathe in. And out. And 5. Good. Let's get the legs. So if you want to bring up that figure 4, one of my favorite, again, you've got ways to adapt it. Ankle at the knee, you can straighten that leg out and cross it farther down, or you can leave it and just get it close to you. And one of my favorites. So again, we're leading with that sternum. The goal would be to get those forearms down, but I don't want you hunched. So stay upright, and if you can't lean forward enough, that's okay. We're going to feel that. I'm going to go this way. We're going to feel that in the bum here, leading with that sternum. So even if it's here and you feel that stretch, keep it here. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, can you notice my chin stays straight? Can you lean forward? This is just such a beautiful, relaxing. If you have your legs straight like Kelsey, you probably feel it in the back of your legs more. And come on up. Deep breath in and forward. If you're super flexible, which I see a couple of people really flexible, you can go farther. Try to grab your foot. This is it for me today. Beautiful. Come on up. Let's switch those legs, switch that side. And you can push that knee down if you need to. We've got a couple of different varieties for that other side. Leaning in, starting with that sternum. Keeping that chin fairly level. Holding this. Feeling that across the bum here, or if you've got straight legs like Jackie and Kelsey do, you may also feel that sensation in the back of the legs. Good, deep breath in here. As you breathe out, can you go just a little bit further? No sharp pain. Sharp pain is our warning. You really shouldn't have too much discomfort except that stretching sensation. That is the body telling us that's enough. And everybody is different. Deep breath in one more time. And breathe out. If you're really flexible, go ahead and reach down. I spend too much time at a computer, so I am not. Good. All right, let's go ahead and come back to the middle, and let's just finish out with, we're going to scoop. All right, so we're going to scoop forward, really collecting all the positive things that we think about and that we have in our lives and just dropping them over us. We have lots to be grateful for. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with you. I know that this may not be your traditional yoga, and I appreciate your patience. I've been inspired by you all to take Mindy's adaptive yoga course. So maybe the next time I cover, I'll be a little more on point with yoga. And open, scoop those blessings, let them drop all over you. I appreciate all of you and the hard work that you do every day at these 10 o'clock classes. You're doing such good things for yourself. And we appreciate you. Up and down, and one more. Open and down, and we are done. Thank you, everyone. And thanks to Jackie and Kelsey for giving us those nice different poses today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was great. I plan to do it again. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to
Welcome.
see you for a couple of days, Jamie. Thank you.
Yes, nice to see you, dear.
Thank you. Nice job.
Thank
I
you.
never
Happy
had
New
so
Year.
much fun with the plastic bag before.
Yay. All right. I guess that's good.
Hey, enjoy the rest of you guys' day.
Thank you.